Okay, so here we are. We've got our one of our grilled flatbreads that we've pre-made. Normally there'll be several of these made. There is another video on how to make, how to actually grill the dough if you need to know. Otherwise, this is how we're going to build a pre-made dough. Now you can see this one's a little burnt on the edge. That's a little bit more burnt than I would like to serve it. But I don't want to waste this bread, so I'm going to show you how to trim that off, or what is an acceptable amount to trim off, so we don't have to waste any of this. So here we have our bread. First thing we're going to put down is fig jam. So it's about 2 tablespoons of fig jam. The jar is almost empty. There we go. Now it's chunky, so you just kind of spread it down as best you can. It's okay that the chunks kind of land wherever they land. Just get a nice sheen all over it. Something about like that. I might need just a little bit more. There we go. That should do the trick. Next thing on there is going to be the walnuts. So over here in the dry storage area, you'll find the seasoned area. Pardon me. You'll see these little walnuts right here. And they are chopped kind of roughly, and we're going to kind of sprinkle them around. I'll grab a few more. I'll grab enough, and just a nice little. These are raw walnuts, but they will get cooked in the oven in a moment. So here we have our walnuts down. Next thing we're going to add is our goat cheese. Goat cheese needs to be kind of evenly distributed. There we go. And the very last step is our chiffonade of fresh sage. So here we have our fresh sage. It's just going to get sprinkled on fairly heavily. The clump is a little bit much. There we go. Break up any clumps if there are any. Make sure it looks nice and even. Once again, that burnt spot we'll deal with after we cook. So now over here, we have our 425 degree oven. The top oven is always set at a higher temperature. We make sure it's at 425 so we get a good crispy pizza, if you will. And then we're gonna take this, we're gonna carry it over, we're gonna lay it directly onto the grate. We're not gonna put it on a pan. It's gonna go in just like that. This usually takes between 3 to 5 minutes. So we will be back to check on it here shortly. All right. So here we've been about 3 minutes or so. We're going to check on it and see if it's done enough. We're looking for a light toast on the cheese, and of course we want the bread to be crispy on the sides and on the bottom with a little more color than we've already gotten from the grill. Remember, we got that burnt spot, which we'll deal with in a minute. We're going to check it. We're going to kind of peel it off the bottom, make sure it's not sticking. It can stick on you a little bit. There you go. Now I'm going to just kind of gently pull it off onto my hand. You can use a spatula if you need to. You know, stop. Spatula if you need to. Remember, we have this burnt spot. We'll deal with that in a moment. So we're actually going to make pizza-shaped slices out of this. So we're going to angle the first cut, and then we'll angle to the point. Angle, 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 angle. Now you can see this last piece here is burnt. It doesn't have hardly anything on it anyway, so we're just going to remove it. It's okay to keep it if it's not burnt, but it's totally fine to do this. And then we'll take one of our plates here, and the easiest way, honestly, is to kind of grab a spatula or something and lay this on the edge, and then just push it over like that. We'll kind of space that out a little bit. There we go. Now this didn't quite cut all the way, so I'm just going to tear it so that it's not hard for them to get. There we go. And that should be the final result. Final step for the kitchen is a little bit of truffle oil, just 1 or 2 drizzles of truffle oil. This stuff's very strong. And then from there, it's going to go into the window. It is important that the expediter, the server, or whoever is involved puts a little bit of pepper on it before it goes out to the table from the fresh cracked pepper. So Tyler's going to help us out with that. Thank you, Tyler. And then that is ready to go to the table. And we see we've got a little bit of a, let me see that, Tyler. We do want to be gentle of our cleanliness. See, I'm making it worse. We want to make sure we get everything as clean as we can, get those edges looking good. That's what we need. Thank y'all.